Well, hello. How you doing? Mr. Michael here from M&M Model Railways. M&M stands for Michael and Michelle. Michelle's my wife, and together we build this in-scale model train layout. And most of the time, I'm doing the builds because she has her own plan with Crystal Lake, and so I've been working on this the majority by myself, but she jumps in every once in a while. And when we get up to module number 4, she'll be in the videos more than me, but try to get her to make a few videos. So today is June 16th, 2021. It is 97 degrees outside, and I'm inside an air-conditioned house, and that's great. What I'm going to be doing in this video is building a new shelf for my Kato Power Pack. I have a DCC control unit right here, but my main purpose is to control my switches with the switches from the Kato Power Pack. We're going to talk about that right after these messages. So what I have here is just a simple Kato Power Pack that runs my switches. And right now, if I pull this out underneath there, I got a couple of black L brackets. I painted them black. I got a temporary shelf sitting on there, but it's not very safe and it needs to be secured and screwed down. But this is only about 3.5 inches wide, and it needs to be wider than that. So what I've done is I've decided that 5.5 inches would work a lot better. And one of the things that I'm worried about is I'm going to screw the shelf down to the brackets or from the brackets up. But what I'm concerned about is if somebody walks by here and this is loose, they might pull it or move it a little bit. Another thing that I would like to do is I'd like to be able to set a glass of water or tea or coffee or whatever we're drinking also on here. So I made it so I can expand and put more switches on there, because total we're going to have, we've got 3 switches on there right now, but I want 5 more of the double crossover switches when we build all of our modules that we're going to do. This is module number 1. We're going to build 4 modules. So I want to control all my switches from here. So when I'm sitting here on the bar chair like I am now, I can control all the switches, and I think that'll be a pretty good idea. My intentions are to make the main track part of like a pull-off for an industrial site, because the shelf layout is going to be behind my recliners. Let me reverse the camera for a second. So you're looking at my love seat right now. It sits back in the corner, and you can see the corner cupboard there. That's going to be made differently. There will be about a 38 to a 40 inch straight piece coming into that. I'll be building a new corner cupboard there, but we'll be doing a 16 inch shelf out from the wall that will sit above this love seat, and then the recliner as well. Where that picture of the mountains back there, we're going to be moving that to where our wedding pictures are, and we'll be putting 3 tunnels or 4 tunnels through that wall. So I don't want to have to reach back over there to uncouple my cars or whatever. So that's why I'm going to be making that main tracks part of the industrial loop. Let me switch the camera back around. So that little tour helps you to understand kind of what I'm doing. So I want to be able to put 5 more crossovers on here. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8 crossovers. And I measured out that I have enough room to do that. And maybe on one side be able to put um, a, uh, a drink cup or something. But we might put a drink cup on the fascia here too, a couple of them. Or we'll just put them on an end table or something. I don't think we really need to have a drink in our hand when we're playing with the train layout. Another thing I'm concerned about is this coming off of the edge. So what I want to do to this board right here, I'm going to sand it all down to start with. Then I'm going to put an edge up on here that will catch this edge. So I'm probably going to make this, probably about 2 inches. And I'm going to put the 2-inch piece in front of the shelf. I'll be setting this all down, and I'll be 3/4 rounding the edge and this part that comes over and down and then around here. And then I'm thinking about painting this black. I got some black spray paint. I'll paint the bottom edge and the top edge because our controls and everything are black. I just think a black shelf would look better here. This is just a scrap piece that we have. So I'm going to go ahead and sand this down and put the front piece on there, and I'll let you see what that looks like. I'll be back in a little bit. Bit of a scrap piece of wood that I had from this same shelf material. I got my hat on so my bald head don't get sunburnt outside, but I made this 2 inches by 15 inches. I'm just going to hold it there and see how high it goes. I think that might be a little bit too high. So let's measure. Maybe if I just cover up the black and the straight edge there, that'll work okay. So looks like 1.25 inches, maybe 1.5 inches. Let's go cut it 1.5 inches, and we'll see how that looks up next to this, and then we'll figure out how to round over the edges with my router. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that because I want to round over this edge, and then the top edge of that one. So that's going to be kind of tricky. This sits in the middle of our living room, and I want it to be a very decorative piece of trim. So let's just kind of play with this and see how it goes. I'll talk to you in here in a minute. Well, I think I found something that I think is going to look pretty cool. I'm going to cut some scallops on there. So basically what I've done is I measured 1 inch this way and 1 inch back that way. I'm going to take my jigsaw and I'm going to cut those out. I think, and then that'll give me room to put my front piece on here and not have to go all the way out to the edges for doing my half round over. This is a pretty detailed piece of wood, and I just want it to really look nice sitting right here in my living room. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cut out, and I'll router it out and then put my front piece on there so that don't slide off so easy. I think we're going to Velcro that down in case we want to lift it off of there. And I think I would like to Velcro this shelf down too, because if I want to get underneath the train layout or in that hidden compartment, I'll be hitting my head on this, and it'd be nice if it wasn't there, but we need to make it so it can be removable pretty easy. So let's just keep plugging away on this and we get these cut out and rounded over, and we'll go from there. Well, here's the little shelf I came up with. The ends are comfort. I kind of like that look. And there's a piece on the front of it so the can't push it off. It's nice and rounded over. I sanded it down, and I've got the edges all ready to go. So I'm going to put it there about where it's going to set. I think that's going to be a bit better layout plan. So gonna go down underneath just like that. So the next thing I want to do is I want to spray paint this black and then let it dry. Then I'll spray paint the bottom, because when you sit in the recliners or sit on the love seat or recline, you see everything underneath the layout. So my next step is to paint this black. I think that's going to look pretty good in here. So once I get it painted black, I'll show you what it looks like, and we'll get it installed temporarily until we can get some Velcro strips to put underneath here, and then on the L brackets, and then I'm going to run a strip of Velcro strips here, and then underneath my controllers. So if I ever want to take anything off or anything like that, it'll allow me to do that. So I'll go spray paint this and let it dry, and I'll probably come back tomorrow and show you what this looks like almost installed. But we can go ahead and play with it. And this is just a little safety thing, because I don't want to accidentally come up here and hit it or anything. I'm not too worried about the sides, because if we get the Velcro on there, it'll keep it in place. So I'll go give this a spray of black paint, and I'll see you a little later. Well, good morning. It's now day 2 of this shelf build. As you know, I now got it painted. It's got a pretty nice gloss on it, so I think that'll work. So what I want to do now, because all this is connected, I'm going to just lift this up, the controller up, take the shelf out, and then put the new shelf right underneath it without disconnecting all that. So let's see if we can't get that done. Well, there it is. It's sitting in it pretty good. I think it's going to work for me. Let's kick on the train layout and throw a switch or two. That's kind of the direction I'm going to be operating the layout from. Let's give the old locomotive a once around the track. Just let it run right there for a minute. Let it cross over. Now we'll throw that crossover switch back there. Got to cross over there one more time. Running straight. Now I'm going to stop him over there by that water tower over there. Pack him up just a little bit so he can take on some water. When I get my addition done, that'll be a lot better shape. So what I like to do now is I like to move the camera over to the far end so you can see the whole layout on camera. Let me switch the camera around and let's do that. It looks pretty cool with all the lights on. I think if we get some more, another locomotive or two and a lot more cars and get some more of the scenery done, I think it'll be a pretty cool layout. So, my friends, that is a wrap on this shelf building video. I hope you enjoyed the train running around there just to see a little bit more excitement. Check back later when we get some more of this build done. Don't forget to subscribe. It is free. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Thank you, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for watching this video. I just want to leave this with the train running around it, but I'd like to ask you to please subscribe to our channel so you can get an update anytime we post a video. And if you hit that bell icon, that'll ensure that you get that notification. If you like my videos, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps us to be encouraged to keep doing it. I think I'd just like to leave the camera with a little bit of train running as it goes off into the distance.